First got there, I was a new kid because I just came from New Hampshire, and I decided this. I was like this because I hated New Hampshire. I realized after a while, I hated New Hampshire. I like my few friends from tennis and from school, but that was it. Everyone else I despised because I was bullied. So when I got to here, I was like, this time I was like, I'm not going to care about what anyone says. I'm just going to go with my flow and just do it, and it worked. I mean, kids were annoyed, but they finally latched on to this kid named George Danes, who was insane. And once the high school tennis season rolled around, it was a lot of fun. Our team was a lot of fun. I went into that school year, and I was like, I'm going to beat up the number one kid on the team. And he was a senior, and the funny one was I did beat him. Like the one person I think I definitely would say that definitely changed me was some from Lyme Shores, my man Bobby. I did private lessons with him, and I learned that he could bring the worst out of me in a funny way. Because I was competitive, but I didn't know how competitive I could have been in tennis. And he brought the worst out of me, and I learned that I can use like my anger to play better and better, which I used like a lot. Like when I was like, because I was always talking to myself in my matches, and I would just be like, just getting more, because I was always getting frustrated, because sometimes kids, like, I would just be playing the worst kids, and now I just would go rage mode on them. Because I was just like, you're wasting my time, and I just started playing harder and harder. And I started to use it as my aggressiveness in my tennis game. I knew we were going to play teams, I just didn't know how it was going to work. The only thing I was wondering was how states was going to work. And when I learned it was team states this year, I was actually just livid at this point. Because team states, we never have done team states. We never have done that. This is the first year we did it, and we lost in the quarterfinals because, I mean, it's just something we never done. We never really have done this. It's always been like individual, and I feel like if we actually did individual, we would have won. Which frustrated me because team states is just not as fun because it doesn't give a chance to everyone else to like make that run because we had players that really wanted to go far, and it made me frustrated. And then with the Open, it was interesting how you got invited, but it worked out the way I wanted to, even though I lost. I'm still salty about that. Honestly, just the whole team. If it's anything, honestly, it's just just having this whole team as a team. Like the first part of the season, we probably were the most dysfunctional team, like a family, like in like a cabin in the woods. We started off like trying to hit balls at each other in practice, but then we kind of just kept on getting better and better. We had one of the original members of Dolt on our that joined this like the coaching staff. We had our coach Tyrell, and then we had Dan, and he was the one that started the whole Dolt thing. And I think that's actually was probably the best moment was when he started to help because he was able to bring the culture together, and everyone like really like bonded with him, and so everyone really was like good with him. And as a team, we got better and better as a team. And it was like one of the best decisions Tyrell made because it was like it really brought the team better because it was like there's more than one voice as a coaching staff, and it really helped the team become one because the more time we went out in the season, everyone really worked well together. Even in we always have hiccups in practice because we're boys. What do you expect from us to be perfect in practice? We're never perfect. We're not. We're boys tennis team, and we just had fun, and it was a lot of fun just being on that team. If it's any special moment for me, though, I think just winning the Shrines once again, just as myself, because I wanted to win every year. I didn't win my first year. I won my sophomore year. I really wanted to win my junior year, but winning that senior year with a bad back, my lower back was killing me that day, and it was just a really nice win to have, and just getting that one more trophy really felt good. So I'm gonna go to Endicott for tennis, so I'm gonna do D3 tennis there. And then I'm doing sports management. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it because I don't really focus on the future as much. I like focusing on the present because I'm all about focusing on making memories now than worrying about what's gonna happen in the future. So like I'm not worried about finding a girlfriend. I'm not worried about like anything else. I just want to focus on myself, getting myself ready for the season, for college, which is gonna be really different than high school. And then kind of just being ready to just take on classes and just have fun in school. And then hopefully it all goes well.